All right, guys, what is happening? A career game from Nique Clifford tonight. He looks like a complete different player since the Keon Ellis, Dennis Schroeder getting sent to Cleveland for DeAndre Hunter. Final score from the Kings game tonight. They unfortunately lost to the Cavaliers, 132 to 126. Another good close game. Just could not put the finishing touches on this game. Russell Westbrook had a chance to make two 3-pointers, and he missed both of those 3-pointers on back-to-back possessions. And that was pretty much game. Cleveland made free throws. Kings were out of timeouts, and that was pretty much game. But Nique Clifford is the real deal, man. I think this is probably what we envisioned Nique Clifford doing, having this type of game. That trade has unlocked him. Since the trade, he's been balling out, averaging double digits in scoring. Tonight, in 40 minutes, Nique Clifford had 30 points. He had 4 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. So not only did he get it done offensively, but defensively, he was really aggressive. And boy, if the Kings get this Nique Clifford moving forward, knowing that he's getting valuable, consistent minutes now since the trade, oh boy, moving forward, good things are gonna be happening and coming the Kings' way. Nique Clifford balled out tonight, and he had a career game, man. It was really good to see the rookie finally what we envisioned when we traded for him on draft night. That vision, I think it's going to be that was the vision, right? That Scott Perry envisioned, and more than ever now, Keon Ellis is gone, Dennis Schroeder is gone. He's got those minutes. He's got that green light. He's gotten opportunities to showcase his game. And tonight, he got 40 minutes to showcase his career high in 30 points. So, shout out to Nique Clifford. Daquan Paulden as well, man. Shout out to him because, boy, oh boy, he was really good too. And he started 39 minutes. He had 16 points. He had 6 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal. He's on a 2-way contract, but man, oh man, the Kings got something in Daquan Paulden, man. I really do hope that they realize that they have something in him, and he can be a solid wing coming off the bench for behind DeAndre Hunter and Keegan Murray. So I know we got something there. DeRozan in 30 minutes tonight. He was quiet. He had 13 points, 2 boards, 3 assists. Max in 23 minutes. He had 14 points, 7 boards, 0 assists, 2 steals. And Russell Westbrook in 32 minutes tonight. He had 21 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds. Let's take a look at the bench. Precious Chua in 16 minutes. He had 2 points, 2 boards, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Doug McDermott got 8 minutes. He had 0 points. He had 1 rebound, 0 assists. And Dylan Cardwell off the bench. I mean, another double-double tonight for Dylan, man. 25 minutes. He had 12 points. He had 11 rebounds. He had 4 assists. And he had 1 steal and 1 block. And Devin Carter, man. Do not give up on Devin Carter. I tweeted this out, and I'm saying it on here in the postgame. Do not give up on Devin Carter. In 27 minutes tonight, Devin Carter off the bench had 18 points. He had 4 boards. He had 4 assists. He had 1 steal. He had 1 block. Keep him. Hang on to him. At best, he can be a serviceable backup point guard. I'm not saying he's going to be a starter next year, but you can see flashes of what Devin Carter can offer you off the bench in a role coming off the bench. And you do not want to give up on him. You do not want to dump him. Devin Carter, I would hang on to him. I'm hoping that Scott Perry sees that now, that he can be a valuable contributor off the bench, and I hope that it stays that way moving forward. And shout out to Devin Carter, man. Not the best career to his NBA with the Kings so far in his 2 years. Currently in the 2nd year, but work with what you got and be better. And that's what Devin Carter's been this year. He's stayed ready. There's games where he has not played, but lately with this youth movement the Kings are pushing on now the last week, Devin Carter is shining in the minutes that he's getting. And please, the Kings cannot be that dumb just to dump him or trade him for a bag of hot Cheetos puffs over the summer. Hang on to him. He's a serviceable he's a serviceable backup point guard. He's healthy. Please, I hope the Kings are not dumb enough to trade him for nothing. And I would definitely stick around and have him stick around. That's the case. I hope moving forward. So, with that being said, the Kings have lost 12 straight games. They have tied a Sacramento record with 12 in a row. If you guys want to know what the franchise record is, the franchise record was set by the Rochester Royals back in back in 1960 and back in 1971, I believe. They lost 14 straight games back to back in those seasons. But I don't know if the Kings will get to 14 straight. It just seems like the last few games, they're going with the youth movement and they're barely losing games. I envision this win streak or this losing streak snapping pretty soon. I'm not going to lie, though. I know we're losing games, but it really does feel good to to see the youth movement, and this has been fun. As crazy as that sounds, it's been fun to see the youth play and be prioritized than over the veterans. And I go back to Nique Clifford, man. If this is a Nique Clifford that I'm getting moving forward, I am perfectly fine with. I will take this Nique Clifford over Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder all day, every day. And I'm perfectly fine with that trade. The vision is there. Nique Clifford's a baller, and moving forward, I think he's going to ball out. And it's going to be good to see like this team, man. Nique Clifford like this. You get Keegan Murray back. You got Dre. You're gonna have a top pick in this upcoming draft. Praying to God you don't screw it up, because you do need to draft. You have a chance to draft a superstar, and you better draft a superstar. Yes, the Kings' future is not as bad as everybody seems to put it. Once you move off the vets officially, that's pretty much you're going to be your core. And then, a couple moves here and there, you can get back in the mix in the Western Conference in a 2-3 year window, than as opposed to a long-term rebuild. So, some light at the end of the tunnel, man, honestly speaking. Of course, you got to hit on your pick. Of course, you got to make some of the right moves and key signings. But it's been proven. We've done it before, and I'm pretty sure there's a good chance we will be back in the mix at some point again in a few years. So with that being said, man, I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I hope you guys have yourself a great rest of your Saturday night. I hope you guys have yourself a great rest of your weekend. Super Bowl weekend. I don't really care who wins. If you guys are going to be in the Bay Area, because the Super Bowl is at Levi Stadium, home of the San Francisco 49ers. I'm a 49ers fan, so I don't really care I'll watch the Super Bowl, but I don't really care who wins the game. I am Ohio State Buckeyes fan, so it's pretty cool to see some of the Buckeyes in the Super Bowl, and Travion Henderson and JSN, Jackson Smith, Nick Jigba. So it'll be really cool to see them win. One of them win a Super Bowl ring, just because they represent the Ohio State University, and I'm happy for them that they are both in the Super Bowl, getting a chance to win a championship. So with that being said, have a great, safe weekend. Take care. God bless. Keep pushing forward. I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace.